Okay, so now on to the plot at hand, which was, if people remember, I need to get the Eclipse Torch from Goombia's Temple. And now I think we're prepared for it. So let's go ahead and make our way through Goombia's Temple. Why do I have a feeling we're going to be making a bunch of Gumby references today?
Gumby and Pokey.
Gumby. He's here, and he will be sure to stay. Gumby. There you go. Oh, Greg Wilmot, you will be missed. I think this is the way. Yep. We're just gonna make our way through the temple. This isn't really a dungeon, but... Oh, here we go. So, why don't you go ahead and take this one, Alex?
What? That won't do. The holy flame is something that should not go beyond this gate. Even if it is the wish of Lutz to lightly lead out the torch.
Lend out the torch.
Well, okay. It is not acceptable to me. Boy, you just don't get it, do you? Didn't I explain the situation? The future of the entire Algol system is hinging on this. Won't do, won't do. What can't be, can't be.
Can somebody please make sense of that sentence for us? Because I think he just basically ran himself into a circle.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, congratulations, asshat! You just bought enough time!
Ha 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 ha!
Damn it!
I'll take that for you. Thank you very much. What the heck do you think you're doing? Ha 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 ha! We are beings who live in the air castle.
Okay, fun fact. The air castle we visited before. It's back in Phantasy Star 1.
Ooh.
So...
Hey, you, the one dressed in white. If you're Lutz, you remember, don't you? You know who will be waiting for you at the air castle.
The last airbender?
I'll take possession of the Eclipse Torch. If you want it back, then you can come and get it. That is, if you don't mind losing your life. Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, well, F you too. Because you just made our journey harder.
Ah, what a disaster! The flame which has been stolen by the holy...
The flame which we hold holy has been stolen. There you go.
It's my punishment for being so narrow-minded.
You mean like we were with Raja?
Mm-hmm. Oh, how am I to bear the responsibility for this?
Simple. You just bear it.
Don't get so depressed.
I know, right? You're cutting into our budget. It was taken by force. It's not your fault.
All we have to do is go and retrieve it. Oh, well, would you? Really? Thank you very much.
No, you know what? No. 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 You're the one who wouldn't let us go up there just in time to pull that away from the people who were teleporting in. Okay, whatever.
But in exchange, you better lend it to us after we recover it. Oh, of course. Yes, no question about that.
Of course not. Because then I'd actually have to pull out my lightsaber.
Rude, about the air castle. You said you know about it?
Oh, yes. It's in Lutz's memory, to be precise. It's a castle that floated in the skies of the planet Parma in a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, no, we're good.
The planet Parma? In that case, it would have been destroyed 1,000 years ago.
The planet Parma exploded, and there's only an asteroid belt left where the planet used to be. Could it be that miraculously the air castle survived? And even now it's in the midst of the asteroids? The probability of that is very low. At any rate, I will check it out with the sensors on the Landale.
Rune, I have one more question. Who is that person those witches we're talking about?
The first generation Lutz and his companions fought a man in the air castle. The man's name was Okay, I need to clarify this really quick. That's supposed to be LASIK.
Yeah.
So we're going to call him LASIK because I want to do more laser surgery jokes. But in this one, they call him Lashik.
Because that was his original Japanese name.
Yep. That man's name was LASIK. And he did really great surgery.
Is that who they mean?
Lasik was defeated by the first generation Lutz. I don't know what we'll find until we get there. No, not just defeated by him. Pay your credit to Alice, damn it.
Yeah, she became the queen. The
She
queen's
did.
back.
Hey, the queen's back. So yes, this has actually basically set the new plot in motion. We now have to go to the air castle, of the airbenders.
But we don't have Kuroberos to get us in.
I know, right? Well, we met him, but he's not willing to help us. But we do have a spaceship, because it is in the middle of space.
Yes. It's in the
All
asteroid
right, so
field.
we're going to discard some items here.
You're not actually going into an asteroid field. That'd be crazy to follow us.
They would be, wouldn't they? Okay. Use, why not, on somebody. I don't care. But there is no effect. Saldu, we need that, and we're actually going to discard one of the repair kits. And then Stardew, we need that too. We're going to discard the escape pipe. And there is another set of chests I think we can access.
You may not go beyond this point. Or they could be women.
You shall not pass! Oh, sorry.
Please go back.
Okay, yeah, we actually can't access this room just yet. Let me just say this. There's actually another cool artifact here. So, with that said, I'm going to make you wait. On what the artifact is. Because I'm not going to say it. It's actually really awesome. So let's go ahead and use the inn really quick. 750 minutes. Yes. We get it. Second cousin twice removed. Got it. I'm a little hateful today. I don't know why. So, I hate to do this, Alex,
we
but
gotta stop.
the air castle is high level. So, right now we have maybe a few characters that are meeting, but most of them aren't.
Right.
And actually, no, one character is meeting the requirement.
Okay.
And that's Rika. So, we need to actually take a quick break. When we get back, we will go into the Sky Castle, which is actually now in space. In space! And reclaim the Eclipse Torch so that we can, in turn, move forward in the story and clear the Geruburg Tower.
Yeah.
Until then, though, we're Drak and Shadow, and we'll see you next time. Why do we keep on ending up in a snowstorm? It's gold.
Because the weather tower, weather control, climate out of control.
I thought I told you got shut up, Roger. We know. Welcome back, everybody, to Phantasy Star 4. So, last time, we finished up the weapons plant, but we also started up our little quest to go to the Air Castle, which is a reference. So, yeah, we went to Goombius as well. And now we need to go to the Air Castle, which is a reference to the first game. This is the exact same one. We need to go there to get the Eclipse Torch that we need, which is also another item from the original game. So, interestingly enough. Now, I will, first of all, I have two little bits of bad news.
Uh-oh.
When I was grinding, I actually tried to go into the Air Castle to grind.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot that there was a cutscene before then, and I accidentally saved right after.
Oops.
So, just to sum up that cutscene, you didn't miss anything. It was just basically they found the the Air Castle in space, and Kira was giving Chaz a hard time about being possibly scared to go to the Air Castle. So there you go. That's all you missed. I promise. There was nothing else in that discussion.
Okay.
So, second thing. This is where things are going to get a little frustrating for some. Because this is kind of split between people. Some people have no problem with us doing the encounters in the dungeon. Some people do. But I'm actually going to do them this time around. I'm not going to be running that much. The reason being is that I'm hoping we can get enough levels to be able to go into the next dungeon right away.
Right.
So that I don't have to pause for a grinding break. So, if you guys want that, or don't want the encounters, I'm sorry. But I'm just trying to be able to make this work. And we are here at the Air Castle.
Which is in space, where there is no air.
So that's
So how does this work?
So it's the space castle now?
Yeah, I guess it's a space castle.
It's a castle. In space!
Dun, dun, dun,
Gravity is normal,
dun.
and there's a breathable atmosphere.
I love it. It's the dungeon theme from 1.
This is clearly an artificial condition.
They seem to be expecting us, huh?
Indeed. So now we can go into the air castle. Now, thankfully, we get to see more than just the brick walls of this place. We actually do get a dungeon layout, and it is awesome. So you guys can look forward to that. And, oh look, it's the buggers that stole the Eclipse Torch. Oh wait, no, you just can't go past them. Just won't let you. It's the rascals who stole the Eclipse Torch! They're illusions? It's not just any illusion. There's an invisible barrier.
So that means we've got to find the real thing and defeat them.
Alright, so that's kind of our goal here. This is where the main area will go into to the end of the dungeon. Except we
Dimension
can't go there yet.
worm. 1.
Yes.
Jeez. Ah. At least they don't take long to go down.
It will, but it's still okay. It's just it takes a couple of hits. So there you go.
That was more than a couple of...
That was more than a couple of hits, and it really wasn't worth the XP. Okay, so I think we go here. Ah.
Stone heads. And still
You know what? We're just gonna do this because, ow. Okay, so these guys have some pretty advanced magic. That's okay. I have some too.
Woo.
So since we're gonna be doing every encounter, we're probably gonna have to make a couple of trips in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that doesn't annoy people, but we're gonna do it. Jiminy Christmas, man.
What do you expect?
I expect to actually get somewhere in the dungeon. Pardon me for wanting progression.
In an RPG?
I know, right? Something horribly wrong with me. Okay, let's...
Played right.
I don't want to waste Rune's MP all the time, but...
An
oh,
error
no.
has occurred.
An error occurred, and we're signed out of PSN. Sorry, people, to the people who want to know if Storm Shadow is online or not.
Storm Shadow!
I'm sorry, I can't seem to feel sad about this one. Is it this way? It might be. There we go. We'll do this one. Boom! We don't have to deal with you.
So how close are we to finishing this game?
We are really close. We're in like the 75% mark right now. Not to get your hopes up or anything like that, but yeah, we are really close to the end.
Not to get my hopes up. We're not done.
We're still at like a good quarter left.
We're not even close. Don't get your hopes up.
Well, after we get this done, I get what I did, but no, we're actually getting there. Uh-oh.
Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, did these guys, they only hurt by magic? Yes.
Damn.
There we go.
Woo, level up.
So we've got to level up. I didn't see who it was, but 1,000 Mazesta. Well, that wasn't really all that worth it now, was it? Yup. That's okay, though. We're still on course. And yes, this is a remix of the Phantasy Star 1 theme.
Yeah.
Let's play it safe and assume these guys are
Evil
magic.
eye.
They are not.
You don't look like eyes.
They don't look like anything because they're dead.
Rika's asleep.
She is.
Wake up, Rika.
Okay, yep. Damn it. Oh no.
Oh.
I just barely noticed where Chaz's health is.
And Chaz dead. Woo, you know you're dead.
Oh, Chaz is dead. That's okay, more XP to go around. I actually think he's like right online where we need him. Do you have rubber? No. Rune does though. Dying has recovered.
Dying has recovered.
Because, you know, it's just that easy, right?
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and bring people back up to par. Okay. And even further in we go. So now we are in kind of the courtyard area. And I know certain areas are not available to us just yet. We have to kind of work our way through it. So I want to make sure I've got this correct. Oh, where's the courtyard? Dang it. I'm guessing, yes, just the straight up door. I don't want to miss chests because this is actually where we start getting some of the final pieces of gear that are helpful. And so I don't want to miss them, and therefore that's why we're going to drag this a little bit. Oh, and where does this go? Okay, we're going to go down here. So I guess while we're working on this, this is probably the best and only time to get in Drak's anime update!
So watching your silly robot shows.
I am watching my silly robot shows. I am about 40 episodes in now to Zeta Gundam.
Oh, cool. So you're like more than halfway through.
Yes, I've got 10 left.
10, yeah.
Thank goodness, I've got 10 left. As far as like episode development, I finally hit that moment where unfortunately Camille had to kill off 4 Murasame, who is basically like the Stella equivalent in this. So yes, it's sad, but well, she wasn't exactly living the best of lives, so that was sadder. Oh, I apologize. I completely forgot. I'm supposed to be doing this in a deeper voice, because that's supposed to show how long it's taken to get through this stupid anime series. Or, not stupid. In fact, I should be encouraging Alex to speak in a deeper voice, because that's how you show you're older these days.
That's how I should speak, because people keep confusing me for a woman.
What was that?
Because, yeah, I got a job at a call center now, and people do often mistake me for a woman on the phones.
It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, I just find it funny.
I still remember, like, working at a call center, and I'm like, this is Adam, how can I help you? And they're like, did you say your name was Andy? Like, no. Okay, Andy. It's not what I said my name was, but okay. It's going to happen.
Yeah. It comes with the territory, I have to expect it.
But along with that, I've also had to deal with some levels of creepy, but also just relationship stuff. So I'm just going to run this off of you and see if this sounds dumb to you as well.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the main characters, the babysitter of Camille in the first couple of episodes.
Right.
Well, she's had an interesting character development. They actually asked her to go undercover into the Titan's secret ship facility thing to look into new mobile suits and all that. And while she was there, she came into contact with the captain there, Captain Scirocco.
Hey, we learned a technique.
We did. Nerez, I think, was what it was. So that'll be helpful. So she comes across him. She thinks she's about to be made because she's a AU agent, and it doesn't happen. But it just so happens that he looked in her eyes the right way. And she began to question why she was part of the AU cause. So this isn't just, oh yeah, he's cutesy. This is, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. And so she basically, like, for a couple of episodes there, looks for reasons to get off of the Argama instead of just, you know, like, stealing a ship or saying, I'm done.
Right.
As soon as you park on the moon, I'm done. I'm leaving. Have a nice life. No. Instead, she looks for ways to steal a mobile suit to get off of the bridge, or off of the ship. And all of it is like, are we really thinking that she's going to go back to this captain guy when clearly, like, he has no problem manipulating people. In fact, right now in the series, he's manipulating a 16-year-old girl who has a lot of potential as a mobile suit pilot. And not in the bad way, but he's, like, manipulating her to die for him, roughly, in this stuff. And then I just barely came across an episode where supposedly she died. Like, you see her her mobile suit collapse, like it gets destroyed.
Right.
And the body is being brought back by a Titans agent.
Wait, heal up Rika.
What was that?
Heal up
that's
Rika.
right. So
Rune too.
So that happened, and then literally like 2 episodes later, she's a member of the Titans now.
Right.
Because that makes a whole lot of sense, right?
Sure. I don't know. It's Gundam.
All because
She looks into
apparently
his
she
eye.
wasn't working for a strong enough man. That's literally the reason she gives in the series. She wasn't working for a strong enough man.
A strong enough man.
There's your war on women, people. There's your war on women.
It was the 80s.
But I just laugh at that because it's one of the dumbest reasons I've ever heard for somebody to defect to another side. Mm-hmm. The other thing that was interesting is that Char Aznable has now revealed himself. He actually went onto a public broadcast and called himself Char Aznable. Mm-hmm. But not only that, he also admitted that he was the son of Zeon Daikun, which is kind of the reason in the original series why he was seeking revenge on the Zabi family.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a cool development. And he basically becomes the leader of the Aeug through that action. Like, he's pretty much now a glorified figurehead for it. Because that's what people know the Aeug for now, is that Char Aznable works for it. So you had that development. You also had Amuro come back for a little bit. And that was an interesting episode. I'm trying to think of any other major stuff that happened plot-wise, but that's pretty much it. Like, you have Char do the big reveal on public television while the Titans are trying to so he does this at a peace summit, and as soon as he gets on the mic, how do the Titans react? Let's destroy the summit! Which has a bunch of, like, Earth Federation people who pay the Titans.
Right.
You know? And so, you know, all they did was basically look like they had egg on their face. I mean, the best example is, like, you remember the whole Durandal moment where he brings out Mir?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Lacus gets on the broadcast.
Right.
And you're like, oh, crap. That's technically what happened. Is all of a sudden we're now filming people being idiots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? I may be dealing with a character. I can't remember her name. It's like Rosa Mina or something like that. Mm-hmm. Who is so warped in the head that she actually thinks that Camille Bidan is her older brother. Keep in mind, this woman looks like she may be like in her late 20s, early 30s.
Right.
It's anime, so I'm taking a rough guess at her age.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, big brother! And she's, like, taller than him.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, but she looks much, much older than him.
Uh-huh.
And so it's just like, ew, creepy. Which is even better because Fa and... So, Camille's girlfriend, Fa, they were starting to get along on the ship, and now this has happened, and now they're not getting along anymore.
Yeah.
Well, but part of that is Camille's fault because he doesn't... Like, every time that he goes to Earth, Fa doesn't go with him. And so she knows that something happened. In reality, it was because he was dating Four. And therefore she gets mad at him and thinks, like, he's cheating, even though they're not in a relationship, per se.
Okay.
It's Gundam. It's weird.
Yeah, I've gotten this much.
So, yeah, that's happened. 40 episodes in. I'm looking forward to the end. Oh, yes, the other thing was So Zeon finally showed up in the series. Like, all of this stuff has been internal conflicts, and I thought Aeug was Zeon. No, it's not. Zeon is now called Axis. And it just so happens that they have... Their leader is actually the daughter of Dozle Zabi, who... I think it's the daughter.
Okay.
Who died in the Big Zam. So, she's like 10 years old, maybe? And she's the leader of the Zabi family. So, basically, it's a political figurehead kind of thing. But Char is not happy about this. In fact, when they are going in for peace negotiations to bring Zeon to the Aeug, he sees this happening, and he also sees a girl, if I murder the name, I'm sorry, guys, Haman Kar, who's kind of her, like, bodyguard, so to speak, her military advisor. He literally goes into the throne room, sees Haman Kar, and sees the girl. And all of a sudden, the girl starts spouting out, like, political gibberish, You're going to do this for the glory of Xeon. I'm not kidding. This is Char's jump. He takes out his gun, points at the girl, because he knows Haman Kar is going to step in front.
Right.
And then they get into an argument, and yeah, that pretty much ends negotiations.